everybody. So normally you'd be watching episode 12 of Straight from the Pot. Unfortunately, the video file for that has been corrupted, and because it was a live stream, the video was not saved natively automatically. So the corruption means, unfortunately, that that video is lost to the ether. So instead, I'm just going to go over really quick the miniature I painted in that video, and just talk about some of the techniques I used, and just so you can see the final product. So I painted the Ogroid Myrmidon, originally a Warcry figure. He now also has Age of Sigmar rules for Slaves of Darkness, I believe. Basically, I started off with a primer, a Zenithal primer, so I primed him all in black, and then I primed him from above, where the light was going to hit, sort of at this angle, with a lighter color. In this case, I used Wraithbone spray. And that helps, since I painted him all with contrast paint, that helps define the shadows and the highlights easier. So then I went in, and using contrast paint, I did, as you can see, I did the skin and basically everything that isn't metal, I did in contrast paint. And that, especially on this guy who has like a bunch of indents and defined muscles and stuff, that really helps. And as you can see right here, for instance, this is some of the black primer showing through, and this is the lighter primer up top. So that's already giving me defined shadows without me having even to do anything. So then I came in and I did all the metal. I used some scale 75 metallics for this. I just did all that. And then once that was dry, I went over it with a Basilicum Gray, which is a contrast paint. But I've actually been using it sort of like you typically use Nuln Oil. I've been using it as a wash. I find it actually works better than Nuln Oil in a lot of situations. And then once that was done, I did, using my big makeup brush here, this one, with Wraithbone again, I did a dry brush over the entire miniature. And as you can see, that highlighted the fur up here, highlighted the horns. It gave the gold sort of a burnished gold look. It highlighted all this stuff, highlighted his tail right here, this side bit, and then this gold here. And it also gave the wood a nice texture. And then the last thing I did is I went in and I highlighted all the scars on his body. And then his teeth and his eyes. And I just did really quick life lights for his eyes. Nothing major. But yeah, that was it. So yeah, sorry that the video got corrupted. Hopefully it won't happen too often. Eventually I'll be streaming directly on YouTube probably, so that will make that easier. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next one.